Oh my goodness. We're so back. We're
No,
back.
that was you. That
We
one's
are so back. Welcome to 2026. We made it, Al. We made it. Oh,
We're here. We're back. Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. I'm
Why
so
don't you start
excited.
back? There we go.
I was pushing buttons. All right. We are here. What's up, John? Guys, we're back. It is January 13th, 2026. I honestly think that was the longest that we, Fight Bananas, and especially Elle and I, have ever been off and been away, but much needed. But I think we've definitely missed this. So, Elle, how are you? How's 2026?
Oh, it's great. It's great, man. I it's kind of crazy. I feel like I've been pretty AWOL on socials. I actually deleted socials off my phone for like a full month. It was
Wow.
really nice. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. It was a much needed break, but I'm super happy to be back. I missed our people. I missed our
Yeah.
Fight Banana fan, but retirement is treating me nicely. I water my tomatoes every day and
Look
like
at you.
I've been baking. I'm having a good time.
I love that. I love it. It was cool. One thing for sure, guys, every Tuesday, Fight Bananas official on YouTube. Subscribe, like it, share it, thumbs up. We appreciate it. The one really cool thing in the last 3 weeks, we have went away. I had a fun little interview about sports cards. Someone in the sports card community was pretty cool. I might do some stuff like that once in a while. Our buddy Mike Owens had some phenomenal interviews on Fight Bananas, 4 in a row. Like had the Cyborg one, but she was fighting the PFL. Paul Felder was incredible. Like Paul Felder, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch Mike with Paul Felder. Carlos Pratas, that was cool. But then the last one with Arnold Allen. Oh my goodness, it was good. It was like 50 minutes, a lot of great content. He was I love when fighters are like this. He's just very honest about Gene Silva. Like he's like, yeah, this is a dangerous fight, an exciting fight. Anything can happen. I love it. That was some really good content. So we were away, but we still had great content on the channel.
It was awesome. And I'm such a huge Arnold Allen fan. I constantly say that he's the most
Man, there's
underrated.
7 of you now. That's awesome. I'm just playing, Arnold. I'm just playing.
No, he's one. I think he's super underrated. I'm super excited to see him just back in the mix at 145. I think everybody kind of forgot about him while he was a little bit inactive. So yeah, super likable guy, great fighter. I'm super excited to see him take on Gene Silva.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great fight. I love when fights. And guys, ask away, comment away. This is Tuesdays, your guys' show. We'll just talk about what you guys want to talk about. We got some other stuff. I do have some fun stuff, but it's your show. I love when fights are like this, El, when it's so important for both men because both men, yeah, we'll talk about that one. We'll talk about that one. How long did you know about it?
Before my fight.
Oh my goodness.
Like a month and a half, I think.
So, and remember I'm going to that fight. We've been talking about that Pittsburgh. Yeah. I think both of us are going. I think Fight Bananas will definitely be in the building. I'm excited for that one. And then Rasta and Impa the Co. We'll talk about that. But back to Silva and Arnold, I think both guys really need to win that fight. Like they really do to be one away from a number one contender or a title fight. Like if Silva stops Arnold Allen and then stops rematching Diego or stops Mosarv, like he'll fight for the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think this fight is so important for Allen because the fights where Allen has lost, it's been to someone who is so established in the division. You know, going to a decision with Max Holloway, going to a decision with Movsar, like the guys that are one teensy step away from a title shot, that's who Arnold Allen is losing to. So right. He really has to make a statement between Gene Silva because we know now that Gene Silva is not quite ready for a title shot. Right. And so I think this is a very important win for Allen, where it's somebody who maybe is newer in the division, but is around the same maybe status, I guess we could say. Yeah, I think that's why it's such an important fight for Allen. And for, like you said, for Silva too. I think Silva, maybe loses a little bit less by losing this fight than Allen maybe does, but just because he is, like I said, a little bit newer to the division. But
Sure.
Silva definitely lost some steam after the Lopez fight, and even though he had some really great moments in that fight, so for him to make a statement against Allen is a big deal too.
For sure. And guys like that, they're so exciting. One fight, like he can lose 3 in a row and have an insane knockout and bark on the fence. And he's like, oh my goodness, he's one away. Like he's just that guy. And he's going to be that guy for the next, I think, 4 or 5 years. He's just that guy. Arnold Allen is more in the Bilal Merab thing that he needs to win 8 fights in a row. Like that's how he's going to get a title. Like most are these guys that are not super exciting and not the most, on social media. They need to win 8 fights in a row. So that's a little bit Arnold Allen. Hey, this is not where I thought the direction this show's going, but real quick, by the way, go Bills. The Bills won a big game this past weekend. Now I know you're not the football guy or girl, but big weekend. We'll get into Dana White real quick, but people show, I really want to see who MVP is fighting next. I wanted to see MVP versus Strickland, but Strickland versus Fluffy is hype too. I agree. I'm with that. MVP had a good 2025. I'm intrigued. I don't know if you guys saw, he was unhappy with the UFC about the middleweight division. There's right now, there's nothing for Chimaev, Imamov, Allen, Izzy. They got Elise Strickland and Fluffy, but like at the top 10 middleweights, there was only one fight. And MVP's like, what are we doing? I want to fight. I want to keep going up. So he was not happy with them, which is understandable. It is.
Yeah, no, I definitely expect for there to be a lot of announcements coming out soon. Like there have to be, because if they're doing, they're doing 44 events this year. Like they need to start announcing some more of these fights. I know we got a lot of announcements for February that just came out. They have not announced enough fights yet. I would tend to agree. So I think those are coming. However, I will say about MVP, he's one of those guys that I think you handle carefully, because he is. I think you match him up with a guy, like you can match him up with guys like Wonder Boy until MVP retires. Like exciting striking matchups for him, because he is a little bit. He's older. I don't think he's getting through a guy like Fluffy. I think you want to keep him away from a guy like that.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. I don't know if you saw this yet, El, and I don't know how much you back on social media. We posted it 2 hours ago. Dana White is doing the live. He is going live today. It might even happen during our show. It might happen later tonight. I expect some big announcements. One, Zuffa Boxing is only around 2 weeks away. We have nothing on that yet. As a promotion, you kind of want to say who your main event is. But, I know it's in Vegas, but they haven't even really announced that. So that will be one. But I assume we're going to get some layered events. We're going to start, because they did. It was awesome. We were lucky enough to be there live in December in Vegas, kind of when they announced the first couple. But there's a lot of weeks where there's no main events. There's no places. There's rumors of where they're going. But yeah, there's a lot of fights that Dana can announce. So
I got to agree with him here. It was super weird. The Golden Globes. Did you see this?
I did see this, but if I could say just super quick on this, it was weird. But this is what CBS is going to do, guys. Yes. Brian Ortega and Mackenzie Dern was at the Golden Globes. That is phenomenal for us.
Let me expand on this. Okay. It was awkward because of the way they set it up. I'm glad it happened. Like, this is a really good opportunity with these fighters being on Paramount. You made me big and it threw me off. Well, there's going to be so many more opportunities. I think we're going to see guys that are maybe later in their career who have the potential to make the jump to film. I think we're going to see them do that through Paramount. And I think what probably happened is they just maybe picked the wrong people for this engagement. There are some amazing characters in the UFC, guys and gals who are just phenomenal on the mic, that have just really great personalities, that they probably Paramount will learn that as this partnership grows, and they'll start picking those people and maybe throw them on the mic for 30 seconds at the Golden Globes, have them host an event like that. I feel like they literally just had them walk out. It needed to be a little bit more, and it probably needed to be somebody is a little bit more of a character from the UFC, which I think they'll figure out who those assets are as the partnership moves along.
I feel people at Paramount Plus in an 80-story building, there was 3 people in a room. They're like, okay, we got to pick 2 people to UFC. And they're going through like the 8x10s where they're like, look at this gorgeous thing. Okay. And then they said, and Mackenzie Dern. Okay. And they saw 2 8x10s of 2 good looking people. And they're like, put them on the Golden Globes. But yeah, it should have, I hate to say, it should have been like Colby Covington and Michael Chandler, like both give them microphones and just let him just be outlandish and just let him go. But yeah, it was, but again, you said it and I'm going to triple down on it. It is, guys, the UFC was at the Golden Globes. Like, we're going to, American Race. Did you see Dana White was on like Oprah show or the Morning View or whatever show that is? He was on that 2 days ago. Like,
how did that
we
go?
made it. Like, CBS is the most watched program, most watched company, whatever the word is, right? In the world. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, throw Josh Hood and Colby coming to the night. There you go. I don't disagree, but sometimes outlandish and crazy.
Josh Hawkins.
Oh, dude. The heavyweight division, L, is back. The heavyweight division's back. I'm loving it. I really am. About that, did you see, and we're going to go down these rabbit holes. I still got a lot to talk about, man. I thought we would be all right or like stuck, but karate combat submission grappling, like G did that once against Montana. They're literally doing Walter Walker, who's a living legend. I'm not even joking, L. He's literally grappling the African-American half man who doesn't have any legs. He's literally doing that because he doesn't have an ankle for him to pick.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, Dave.
I'm just telling you the news. I'm telling you, didn't see that yet?
That's like the gimmick of all gimmicks.
It's the poster was awful too. Like the poster,
so bad to watch.
I will be watching though. I'll be watching. Gosh. What do you think?
I didn't give you your reaction.
Did you see this, by the way, Al?
I did not watch the interview.
Yeah, didn't like it.
No? What? I haven't seen anything. What?
So let me 1 and then 2. 1, I was lucky enough to meet Gable Steveson at an event. He was really nice to me. Great to me. I was working the event. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but he, man to man, was super nice. So I'm going to give him that. In this interview, he just sounded like a combination of Michael Chandler and Colby Covington in their prime, like just over the top, very, very brass, very confident, and he should be confident, but like just over the top. And one thing he said like 9 times, he's like, guys, John Jones is my idol. Like John Jones is my role model. It's like,
maybe in fighting, that's good.
Yeah. Inside the cage. But like, I don't, I'm not trying to go there. We're not trying to, but oh my goodness. Yeah. Walker by armbar.
Yeah. The guy who's been training for a few years versus the guy who's been training his whole life. I wonder how he's going to go.
So I didn't think the interview went good for Gable. I'm just going to be honest. It's who I am on the show. It didn't go over well. And then also, Joe Rogan is a positive guy usually on the shows and when he interviews, and I like that. It's kind of my style as well. I'm not a gotcha guy at all. Joe Rogan, and this is what the kids say, glazed Gable for 3 hours. Oh, you're definitely going to be champion. Oh, Gable, you're definitely going to be the best guy in the UFC. It's like, definitely? He has a chance. Like maybe.
And a good one. Like heavyweight, like being a high-level wrestler and athletic in the heavyweight division is the ultimate cheat code.
Right now, give me a percentage right now. It's January 13th, 2026, first show of the year. What's the percentage you give of Gable Steveson becoming a UFC heavyweight champion?
This year?
No. His whole career, 100 years.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a very good chance of that. Like,
what's the number? I want a number.
How old is he? How old is he? Because that matters. He's still
got an iPhone. Gable Steveson. Someone else can do it faster. They'll do it faster.
Yeah, he's 25.
25.
Yeah, he's got 90. There is a 90% chance that Gable Steveson becomes a UFC champion at some point. I want you to remember all the people. Like,
I'm making a post of this, by the way.
I'm saying, like, all the people that have become UFC champions eventually that we would not have put in that pool. Like, you have to remember how much these divisions change, and to be in a division where the ultimate Dave. Okay, let's pull what's his face.
Can I give you my percentage just real quick, and then you please take it away. Keep going. You said 90. I'm going to say 5%. I think that's pretty to be world champion. 5%.
Worst division in the UFC, where the primary issue in the division is athleticism and wrestling and grappling. I want you to Alexander Volkov, we consider high level in the heavyweight division right now.
He's
right?
good. He's good.
Yeah. Why Almeida looked horrible. And he looked at Alexander Volkov's legs and got a takedown. And Almeida is a good grappler, but he is not an Olympic level wrestler.
I agree.
Daniel Cormier had the ultimate cheat code, and he was not as athletic as Gable Steveson. Like, Stipe was a great grappler, not as good of a wrestler as Gable Steveson. And he's more athletic than these guys. Francis Ngannou, I think we can agree, not the most skilled fighter, but has unteachables, insane athleticism, insane power. You're telling me at 25 years old, with the potential to fight for another 10 years, that there is only and get better over 10 years, that there's only a 5% chance that this guy becomes a champion in the worst division in the UFC.
I'm sticking with it. And I have some stuff and great stuff by you, El, but this is a great one. As long as he stays away from steroids, it doesn't hit anyone very likely. So that's a great comment. Appreciate you.
Speaking, statistically, that guy is a champion.
Oh, he is. No, he is. I guess, El, my point is you mentioned DC and Stipe, and I know John Jones beat him and all. And I know you and Grant are Kane. And hey, Kane's a top 5, top 3 guy either. Stipe is my number 1 or number 2 heavyweight of all time. So you mentioned the cream of the cream. Also, you mentioned DC. DC, the one thing that I've learned or know about DC is his work ethic / motivation. He's very smart. He tries hard, very good work ethic. I know you're going to be like, oh, he's Olympic gold medalist. He has to. For sure. We just don't know where Gable's mentality is. Can Gable Steveson get punched in the face? We've never seen him yet. We don't know. So say he's a 90% going to be champion.
Do you know when Daniel Cormier started his MMA career?
29.
Yeah, he made his professional debut at Strikeforce Challengers 3 at age 30.
Yeah, 30.
He didn't even start MMA as soon as Gable Steveson is. And technically, they are equal in wrestling accolades.
I actually think Gable Stevenson's higher in wrestling accolades. But the PFL has 0 shot of grabbing him. He said this on the show. He's going to the UFC. They even have a deal already together. They got a deal. It takes time. You got to mold him a little bit. You can't just put him. And also, if he wins 2 or 3 times in the heavyweight division, he has to fight a top 15 guy. Like, the heavyweight's not deep enough. Like, exactly. So the UFC has Gable Steveson. Okay. They have him. Back to what you were saying. You said, Gable is a better, I think, and maybe this is a hot take, and this is against what I'm saying. I think Gable Steveson is a better amateur wrestler than DC. Had a better career.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's a national champion. I think 2-time national champion.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. But if we're talking about pinnacle of winning a
he's great. Oh, he's great.
Both guys share, like, you're like DC's work ethic. Anyone that reaches that level, Henry Cejudo is considered like one of the hardest workers in history of sport. Like, I feel like when you have that ability,
sure,
and the training partners, I think one of the biggest issues that heavyweights run into is having good training partners. He kind of has the best training partner possible, and he's in a position where John Jones isn't really trying to fight again. Like, maybe we'll see him come back once.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think John Jones' new passion project is Gable Steveson. Ooh. So now imagine John Jones isn't showing up to train to better himself. He's showing up to train to better Gable Steveson. The best MMA fighter on planet Earth is showing up with the sole purpose of making you a better fighter.
Wow, guys.
And you think there's a 5% chance this guy becomes champ?
For one, before I keep on having this fun debate with you, I will say, guys, Elle Dawson's back. Elle Dawson. I still think I'm right, but Elle is making a great case. Elle's making a great case, guys. Elle Dawson, give her a follow. She's back. It is so good to see Elle. Oh my God, you are making great cases, Elle.
My rants for 6 weeks. We got.
I know, dude. I was yelling at the mirror and my baby girls. I'd be like, guys, Merab Dvalishvili was still the fighter of the year. Then my girls are like, what are you talking about, Dad? What are you talking about? I had no one. I know, Scott, I agree. Elle's on fire. Elle's on fire. And by the way, I know we are so friendly. We can say this. We're family. Elle, you look wonderful today. Your hair looks great. You look very, very wonderful today.
I literally, before the show, I was like, this is so nice. I didn't rush home from sparring today. I'm not sweaty. My hair looks good.
Looks great. Looks good, Elle.
We definitely have to talk about this.
What do you guys think about Bo Nickal?
So I will say, listen, do you want to jump into RAF right now?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to make you big. Run with it. And
it might be a while. No, I was at RAF last weekend, and I have nothing bad to say about this event. I just want to preface that with this. I enjoyed this event so much. I'm honestly kind of shocked at myself for not really getting into it sooner. I went specifically to watch my wrestling coach wrestle, and it was down here in town. It was in Sunrise, it was like 30 minutes from my house, so we obviously had to go. But the event was awesome. Like, this is definitely a very real ability for a promotion to make freestyle wrestling a real pro sport where these guys can make money and they can build a fan base. And I got to say, the matchups were unbelievable. Like, it was the most fun I have ever had watching wrestling. It was a great event. Man, I feel for Bo, because I was shocked to hear everybody boo him so loudly when they brought him up to like interview him. Like, Bo's a really nice guy. I hate that. And it's like, I hate that he's so hated by his community. And I don't know if it's just in this moment because he didn't end up wrestling on the event, but it kind of sucks to see. Dave and I kind of talked off air on this, and this is your thing, Dave. So I don't want to like say it without you if you want to make me unbig. But
I'm here.
I think Dave nailed this. And we were like, why do these people not like Bo? And Dave was like you said, we just don't like a guy that gets pushed.
Right.
We love a Merab. We love a Joshua Van that just like kind of comes out of nowhere. We love a Pantoja. Yeah. And I used to hate on Sean O'Malley all the time. And the UFC really pushed him. And so maybe that's why Bo is getting some of this just unnecessary, undeserved hate, in my opinion.
And you ready for this one? I thought about it even more after we talked, and I will double down. I'll throw two other names too, like Sugar Sean O'Malley and Conor. So back in the day when Conor was on one of the great runs in UFC history, people are like, oh my goodness, they're pushing him, the UFC. But then he kept winning. Like, if it doesn't matter, sooner or later, he's fighting the number one contender. Then you're fighting Chad Mendes, a bona fide UFC Hall of Famer wrestler on short notice. Beat him. Then you fight Jose Aldo, who some people still think is the greatest featherweight of all time. Knocks him out in 13 seconds. And then they move up to Eddie Alvarez, who is like this bad man, up weight class. Knocks him out. It's like, guys, you just keep winning. It's like, okay, we absolutely respect you. Same thing with Sean O'Malley, and it's funny, I'm going to kind of reverse it a little bit. I almost think people like Sean O'Malley more now after the losses, because he has losses against his kryptonite Merab. He has a close fight or a win against Peter Yan, and that's like one of the greatest. That's like, you look back in Topology, it's like, that's the best win you could have, Peter Yan. So I just think it's, when you lose, and you lose kind of not gracefully, but like you lose, he takes it on the chin. He keeps going. He wants to fight. I think Bo hasn't got those wins back. And if he does, people will get back on kind of like, hey, you got humbled and we're happy you got humbled, but we're behind you now. If he doesn't, they're going to use the word fraud, or what do they use? Check trash can check, whatever the term is.
Oh, fraud check?
Fraud check. Thank you. Fraud check. They're like, oh, RDR fraud checked them.
I think
RDR is a top 5 middleweight in the world.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's not a bad loss at all. And so it's like, but he hasn't had that win yet that like,
to get
people like, oh crap, okay. Like he does have it. And so, and I think he will with time. I think he's in a very unique spot where he is fighting guys with like triple his experience. And that's so hard to do. Even if you've been competing in wrestling your whole life, it's a totally different sport. And so it'll take some time, but I'm hopeful that Bo will earn back the fans. Cause I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Like we're at a wrestling event. Like you think people would love Bo Nickel here. But me personally, I would have wrestled. To me, I don't feel like if it's a fight, I think the weight miss matters a lot more. It can hurt your career. It can hurt the trajectory of your entire life, whether or not you get a title shot, things like that. Maybe Bo has a plan at RAF to build a career where it's really important to him that the guy makes weight. I don't know. Me personally, I wish he would have still wrestled. But I don't know what happens behind the scenes. There were some very interesting call outs at RAF too.
If I was going to, there's more stuff in there and more questions. And speaking of Jake, I want to give Dave flowers for St. Orange.
Did anybody not call it? Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Not to take your flowers away, but
I want the flowers. Can I get these flowers? I want these guys. I kept on saying, I was like, I don't know why we're more of us, like the MMA community was not more into that fight. I couldn't wait. I went to it. I was there live. It was, for one, I will give MVP their flowers. It was one of the funner or funtest boxing events I've been to. It was quicker. It was music. It was big. It was loud. The entranceway was awesome. It was cool. You felt like you were at an event. With that being said, he broke his jaw in 2 spots. Like, this is what we wanted. It's like, I just didn't understand why we weren't more pumped about it.
There's a lot of reasons. And I think watching the fight, I literally was watching the fight and I was like, I shouldn't have watched this. I'm so upset. Like watching it happen, how it happened, like I lost so much respect for Jake Paul in these moments where it's like, I would have had more respect if he came out, didn't cheat. Dude literally cheated, broke the rules like 5-6 times, didn't get a single point taken from him. If he had just come out, tried to box, and gotten knocked out in the first round, I think I would have had more respect for Jake Paul. Like this like, and I hate that I'm seeing people in the MMA community actually being like, oh, I can't believe Anthony Joshua couldn't knock him out in the first round. It's like, he ran away and cheated, guys. Like, yeah, of course, he wasn't trying to win a fight. He was trying to run away. You try to chase somebody 3 miles around a ring for 3 minutes. It's hard. Like he was barely even throwing back. And so it's like, you can't fault Anthony Joshua for not knocking him out earlier. And you cannot give Jake Paul any credit for not getting knocked out because he was just running away and shooting double legs. And so to me, it's like that entire moment of that happening, to me, that discredited MVP a little bit.
Wow. Okay.
Like that just discredited the organization and the sport of boxing overall, that it's like, we didn't take a single point. Have you ever seen that happen in an MMA fight?
No. He should have got a point taken away. He definitely should have got a point taken away.
3 points taken away, maybe 5, which I knew it wouldn't matter because I knew eventually Joshua was going to track him down.
Yeah.
But it's like it was silly.
I have one. Yeah, let's finish this. And then I do want to go into that question. Guys, ask away, ask anything. I do want to get into that because I actually have a bold, I think a strong take on one of these questions. The last thing on this Paul and Joshua thing, and people were like, and I was lucky enough, like I said, I was there live and post-fight and all that, and everyone's like, whoa, was it rigged? And a lot of my like all my friends that are not super into combat sports, they asked me, it was a big thing, and they're like, guys, I feel 100% confident about this, Elle, and I don't know if you agree. To me, it was not rigged at all. However, Elle, again, like, trying to say that analogy of just say of us of some sort. If you say, hey, Dave, I want you and Susie to come to our house. We're going to have a very, very big, important dinner. We're going to have our personal friends and family members over. Like, can you come over for the dinner? We're like, okay, we will. Without saying anything to us, Susie and I would come dressing nice because you implied, hey, this is a big moment, a big thing. You didn't have to say dress nice. You just invited us. It's a very special thing. We're going to do this one time. I think Joshua and their teams, hey, we're going to pay you a lot of money. Hey, I think it's just implied a little bit. Just stretch this out a little bit. No one ever said that. They didn't go behind the scenes. There wasn't a handshake. It's better for business that it goes multiple rounds.
I disagree. It would not have been better for business. It would have been much better for business if it was a shorter fight where Jake Paul didn't look like that.
No.
Now, it might have gotten more views, but if we're talking about the integrity of the sport of boxing long term and MVP being looked at as a legitimate promotion, that was not helpful. Let me finish. Also, to the people who have never fought before, guys, there was so much pressure on Anthony Joshua. He couldn't have even gotten hit in this fight. Like that's the level of difference between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, plus the size difference. He's like, okay, I literally cannot make a single mistake. I have to look phenomenal. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to take my time and I'm going to find my perfect shots without getting touched by this guy who's way worse than me. And then when he went out there to start feeling him out, all he did was run away. He did not fight him like a real boxer. Anthony Joshua has been fighting the highest level of the sport for years. Do you know how hard it is to look good against somebody really bad? It's really difficult. And it's really difficult to fight somebody when you've been fighting at the highest level. It is hard to fight somebody that does everything wrong.
Yeah. So I get that.
Especially when they cheat. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like Anthony Joshua came out with full integrity, intent to do his best, and then was met with the biggest clown show possible by Jake Paul, and people are acting like it's rigged. Like, it's just you can't understand it if you haven't been in a fight, but when you get in there with somebody who does things wrong and badly, it makes it really hard to do the right thing.
No, all right. My biggest disagreement in all that you said is that him going 6 rounds for Anthony Joshua, and I'm just going to be honest, this is my take. MVP doesn't care about the state of boxing. MVP doesn't care about the sport of boxing. MVP, Paul and Nikisa, cares about their business, their corporation, their team of MVP Promotions.
Maybe so.
That was a good night for MVP Promotions.
Sure.
In their back pocket, Jake Paul's like, hey, I went 6 rounds with the greatest, heavyweight of all time. Deontay Wilder didn't do that. So now he can say,
he stood there and boxed with him.
No,
like, that's the thing.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
You can't look at it and be like, there was a gentleman's agreement, because literally every time Jake Paul was about to actually get touched by Anthony Joshua, he dropped to a freaking double leg on his knees. He did an illegal move every time he was about to get hit. That is why it went 6 rounds. There was no gentleman's agreement. It specifically went 6 rounds because Jake Paul cheated every time he was about to get finished. Now, I think that was Jake Paul's plan, and I get what you're saying. He did that, so now he can go online, and because he doesn't care if people hate him, now he can go online and be like, I won 6 rounds with Anthony Joshua, but it's still bullshit, and I don't think it has anything to do with a gentleman's agreement with Anthony Joshua. I think it was just good game planning, if you can call it that, on Jake Paul's part. That's my 2 cents.
No, I got you. Is Paul now going to do MMA or do a PFL fight? Guys, I said this, and I think we've all said this. Jake Paul is never going to fight in the PFL. I actually think for the first time in a long time, the PFL is going in a great direction. They are doing more fights than ever, more fights in America than ever. They're in Pittsburgh with real fights. They also just announced Fabian Edwards versus the champion, Estella. They're going to different countries. They're in Spain. I'm not trying to go there. They beat the UFC to Spain. So they're doing stuff, good fights and real things. Just put on fights, good fights all the time. We will watch you. So I think the PFL is on the right track.
I agree. Yes, Before we
real quick,
talk about because I want to.
Oh.
Yes, I agree. I'm not hating on MVP as a whole because they put on some really great actual boxing matches mixed into the gimmick matches, and I appreciate that. You know,
this
like
was awesome. So much fun.
it honestly was. Like they're both super old, but you can't like not love seeing Anderson Silva win like that.
Yeah. And how he did it, El. Like that was an insane move. Like he like faked a leg kick and it was awesome. I being there live, it was electric. Electric.
No, and we got to talk about, I was so happy to see Andrew Tate lose. I don't think people understand how fake his kickboxing record is.
Yeah.
Like
John, I will answer your question next. I promise. After El, go with this. John, I promise I have something for your question.
I don't think people understand that. If you really go on to Andrew Tate's Tapology, he's fought like the same handful of people multiple times. And if you click on those people's individual profiles, their only official opponent is Andrew Tate. Strange. And a lot of them are flagged by Tapology where they either have such bad records or they're very suspicious that they were asked to throw the fight, that it's flagged on their Tapology profiles. Like, I don't understand why anybody looks at Andrew Tate's like historical kickboxing record and thinks that he was a high level kickboxer. He wasn't. And honestly, to see him lose to a guy who is not even remotely a real boxer, was very I don't like seeing any, I'm not gonna say I like seeing anybody lose, but this one was it seemed very what's the word I'm looking for?
Vindicated?
It was very vindicating to see that happen. Like this guy's not a real fighter either. He's not winning.
They were both bad.
No.
I honestly think I can go down to South Florida and train with you guys in Delia for like 3 weeks. I think I have a shot against Andrew Tate. I really do.
Nah, and he's old too. Like that's the thing. It's like maybe at one point he was a decent athlete, maybe not a skilled fighter, but a decent athlete. But now he's old. So it's like
in MMA, Lee Walsh would absolutely smash Jake Paul. Absolutely smash. All right, I got to answer this because I saw this 20 minutes ago. John, great question. Appreciate you. Ask away anything you want. We're here. This is your show. Who wins in a boxing fight? Jake Paul or current Yoel Romero? I feel 110% about this answer. And I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree. In a boxing match, Jake Paul would smash Yoel Romero. He would. It's 2026, guys. And as much as we want to discount Jake against Anthony Joshua, one of the greatest fighters of all, guys, you saw what he did to Ben Askren and Woodley and Nate Diaz. Like, Yoel Romero in 2026, he's 50 years old.
He's old.
He's over 50.
He looked old at RAF too. Like, dude, he got trashed by a college wrestler. A very, very good college wrestler.
He's 50.
Because the sport is like this now. The guys that came up when Yoel was coming up and the guys that are coming up now, there's just such a huge gap. Yeah. I will say at least Yoel is far, even at 50 years old, Yoel is a far more athletic person than Ben Askren and
hey, there's no disrespect talk on Ben Askren on this channel. There's none.
No, I love the man. But he's not known for his explosiveness. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Like he's a great wrestler, but he's not known for being a sharp, explosive, powerful guy, while Yoel Romero is, even at 50. But I would tend to agree with you that favors Jake Paul. Yoel is big right now.
I've always thought about this, and this is guys, I apologize for where my brain goes. I apologize. This is how I'm wired. When Yoel Romero perishes away and he goes to the higher power and he sees our Lord and Savior, and they're like, Yoel, do you think you're allowed in here? How's your life gone? Blah, blah, blah. He says that. And he's like, yeah, I think I do. And God goes, he like gives him a little cut and all these steroids come out of his body. Like, are steroids allowed in heaven? Is that a heavenly thing? I don't know. Is that bad? Good.
Technically, he's not cheating now. He's not competing anywhere that tests. So
All right.
We're all sinners, Dave. Okay. Um,
Amen to that. Single day, every
but
day, every day.
I like going back to RAF. Like that dude he wrestled was insane, insanely good. And that guy's teammate is their 135 champ. How bad does Bo Nickel look after not taking a grappling match for RFA matchup? Dude, okay. I need to say what the matchups need to be here because the call outs
Can I just answer this just real quick? I have a theory on why. We never kind of did the Bo thing. And then please go into RAF, please, on the matchups. Bo Nickel, regardless of what sport he does, he needs to win. He needs a win. Like,
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Sometimes it's a mental thing or it's what you look out to the world. Bo Nickel is a winner. Bo Nickel is a champion. Bo Nickel wins. He wins in everything in life. He had a bad L. You don't want to lose again. If you all weighed 18 pounds more than him and it was scared of like, oh, I'm a wrestler. And if a 50-year-old Yoel Romero beats you because he weighs 20 more pounds and kind of leans on you, it's a bad look for Bo. And it's understandable. Bo has nothing really to gain, only a lot to lose on that. So that's why I think he didn't take it. That's my percent.
I would tend to agree with you. I think, like you said, we were talking about earlier, like he's gotten this kind of just really heavy hate.
Yeah.
He can't lose. Now, do I think he would have lost despite the weight difference?
No, I don't either.
But I understand the concern, if that makes sense. But anyway, okay. Jump into these. Okay, so this night you had Austin DeSanto, incredible wrestler. I love this kid. Awesome pace, super flexible, so fast. Like he's just a goer. He's like a little Marab to me. Love DeSanto. Wins their belt. Calls out literally the nicest call out I've ever heard. Calls out Henry Cejudo. I think that's awesome. I think we can agree. Like Cejudo, it was time for him to retire from MMA. Like we're happy to see him go. I would love to see him still compete in RAF. I think Cejudo is a lifetime competitor. I don't think he belongs fully retired outside of competition. And wrestling, it's at least not going to put the wear and tear on your brain the way MMA is. Like it's definitely hard on your body, but I think he can still wrestle for several more years. So I would love to see that matchup happen. I think that's 100% what RAF needs to do after Cejudo wrestles Uriah Faber. Love Uriah Faber. I don't think there's a chance he beats Cejudo here. I just don't. Cejudo's wrestling is just elite. Anyway, then you had Michael Chandler come out and call out the winner of Colby and Luke Rockhold.
That's like 9 different weight classes.
Like, well, not at RAF. I think Chandler's looking pretty thick these days, and I could see that happening. Me personally, they gave Arman a very favorable matchup, but he beat Lance Palmer exactly how he should have beat him, which was by total annihilation. If I am the matchmaker at RAF, I'm doing Arman and Michael Chandler because there's no way Michael Chandler and Arman are fighting in the UFC at this point in time. And I don't think there's any way Michael Chandler can beat Arman in a fight. But if he has a chance, it's in just pure wrestling because Michael Chandler is a damn good wrestler. I still think Arman gets this done, but I would love to see that match. Just the athleticism between those two guys. I think RAF could do a really cool match there. With Bo, you can really do anything with Bo. I think they do need to, maybe they should do a more competitive matchup for Bo. That could be something good under his belt. Like the match with Kyle Dake. I don't know if everybody knows this, but the Russian guy that Kyle Dake wrestled at RAF last weekend, he previously lost to in the Olympics. This dude is absolutely high level. Silver medalist, like elite wrestler. It was an insanely fun match, super close match. And obviously Kyle Dake got his vindication, got his redemption, great story, all that, blah, blah, blah. USA beats Russia. We always love when that happens. So
Amen.
Amen. They have this great just guy in Kyle Dake. And I almost wonder if they could do something similar with Bo Nickel if they had him wrestle another real high level wrestler. And they had him. He's wrestled Pat Downey before, who's a good wrestler, and he beat Pat Downey. But I'd like to see him not wrestle another Yoel Romero, if that makes sense. I'd like to see them match him up with a guy who is still winning in wrestling, because I think Bo is that high level. Now, once again, that's a risk for Bo Nickel because he needs to win. But if he beats a high level guy in RAF, that could be a way to kind of rebuild some of that reputation.
Yeah.
That might carry over to the UFC as well.
Great point. I saw this as well, Sean. This is so funny. Armand making money off of Dave's boy, Aiden Ross. He was all about it. Aiden Ross pays very well. And I think you will just, this is just me in a nutshell. So on the 24th, not this weekend, next weekend, Island Fights is back. So I'll be on that. It's Saturday, the 24th, literally the UFC pay-per-view night. The night before, Aiden Ross has a show in Miami, Florida. So guys, both shows are in Florida, but if you know Florida, it's literally an 11-hour drive. Miami's in the South Florida. Pensacola's top left. It's literally in Alabama. It is 11 hours. I can't do the Aiden Ross show. I make more money at the Aiden Ross show. I'm just too damn loyal. I'm just too loyal as a person. Island Fights is home. Their family there. So I was like, I can't do it. So I don't know. I don't know if me and Aiden are not cool anymore. I don't know. We'll see. Whoa, wait, they pay well. They pay well.
I didn't even know what you did there. I was like, I feel like I should say it.
In the blue corner, C-Rob.
I don't want to stand up in front of people. I can I can sit behind the desk with the headphones on. And
I wish I did. I was in commentary. I love commentary. I was ring announcing, but
I don't think I'd be a good ring announcer. Whenever I try to announce people onto the show, it's really sad. So apparently Kyle Dake said he wants to go to the UFC. I did not see that. I did say he said he would take any UFC guy in RAF.
Right.
Which I would have loved to see them do him and Armand too. But Kyle Dake's a little bit bigger now. But that would be really fun to watch. Or him and Chandler. I'd like to see it. I think he's trash as Chandler, but still. But I don't know. He's like 34, 35. I don't know. Really? Yeah. He's been around a long time. And obviously he's still an elite wrestler, but he's getting older, you know? And so I don't know that a transition to the UFC at this point would be good for Dake. What weight would he be at? 170?
155?
I mean, can he still cut that much? He used to be smaller. He looked pretty big at RAF, but also these guys aren't cutting as much weight for wrestling.
This is a great question right here from Duke Mad Duck. Thoughts on PFL next cards? Low-key stacked. I like what they're doing. John Martin, what he is doing, that's for sure. John Martin knows what he is doing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, couldn't read right. For one, the PFL, yes, I agree. We talked a little bit about it earlier. We'll kind of go more in. I was lucky enough. I know more information. I know Elle knows some, but the PFL is going to have a good 2026, guys. Like a very, very good 2026. I think all of us are going to be very happy. A ton of events, a ton of new places, a ton of stuff in America. Love what they're doing. They're going to do fight nights and their PLEs and just a lot of fights. And I think they're going to try to do the best they can. The one thing I will say, and just, I'm not trying to be negative at all. I don't think John Martin is behind the scenes. He's not matchmaking, guys. Like he's right now a figurehead. And if I don't want to say this because I don't want to get off the wrong foot. I've never met him. I don't think he's the greatest figurehead right now. And that could be wrong. And maybe it needs some time. Have you watched some of his videos? I'm just not uber impressed with him. That's just my 2 cents.
I haven't watched any videos, but I do think he's responsible for a lot of the decisions, like doing away with the tournament. I think so. Okay. Because I know that there have been people on the PFL team who have been saying that for years that weren't getting listened to, and then all of a sudden this role changes, and now maybe he's just more willing to take advice.
Yeah,
maybe that's the case. But he also has more experience in the MMA space, like at least than Don Davis, which isn't hard to do because Don Davis had no clue what he was doing. And I think we can say that now without any reservation because it was very clear. It was very clear. They wasted tons of money on Jake Paul, Clarissa Shields, like just Francis Ngannou, things that did not pan out for them, instead of really focusing on building their own guys. And I think that the idea of a Bryan Battle Johnny Eblen matchup is genius. There is absolutely no way the PFL can lose in this matchup. Very good chance Johnny Eblen gets this done because he is one of the best middleweights on planet Earth. And Bryan Battle is absolutely no scrub. So their guy winning against a guy who only is out of the UFC probably because he was hard to work with or missed weight, not because of skill, not because he was losing. If he gets a win over a guy like that, that makes PFL look awesome.
Yeah.
Furthermore, if Bryan Battle somehow gets this done, it doesn't look bad for the PFL because instead of getting the UFC's leftovers right now, they're getting a guy who is winning in the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
And I think it's similar. OAM. OAM was not a detriment to PFL when he won because he was winning in the UFC when he left the UFC. So if Bryan Battle comes over and does well, it looks good for the PFL. If Bryan Battle comes over and loses, it looks good for the PFL. There is literally no way they can lose with a matchup like this. And so I think this is the route they need to go. And I think it's a route that they can actually exploit because the UFC is overpopulated and they're making cuts. And I think there's people that want to be more active or that want more money. And so they may be willing to leave the UFC while they're winning to go to PFL. Not everybody. And personally, I don't think that's the right move. But I definitely think that there are fighters who are willing to do that. And that's huge for the PFL right now, especially as they're probably going to get a really nice influx of support and money from ESPN so that they can continue to compete with Paramount now. So I'm really excited for this year. I'm not going to hate on John Martin because I think the fact that good changes happened right as he came over, I can't ignore that as
that's well said. It's definitely well said. I mean, as a on-air talent, I'm just not uber impressed, and that's what I mainly mean. Like, he talks well. I don't know. There's something, and maybe I'm too programmed of. I've seen Dana White for 15, 18 years, and he just has like, guys, we got big news, big fight, come to the fights. There's just something about like his energy I just vibe with. And I think I hear that people say that about me. So like, that's just my take. You know what I mean? Like, so if
I too am extraordinarily humble. I'm just kidding. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
And I don't know the answer. This isn't a gotcha moment. It's genuine. Has Dana always been like that from day one?
No, I'm so happy you said that because I was gonna say this at the beginning. Dana White wasn't good. He wasn't. So I agree, guys. Us doing this show, commentating, you fighting now. Are you as good as you are right now? 7 years ago, like anything you do and care about and do for years and years and years, you will definitely, I would assume, and most people will get better at it. Dana was not good. There's once him on, like UFC 3 or 4. He is bad on the microphone. He is, I think, now the best. He's phenomenal. He can go. So totally, very well said. Great question. And yes, you got me. Gotcha. All right.
This is a great question. However, I think the PFL is maybe safe here because they have an awesome app. Like, I want to commend the PFL on their app because I remember when we were like big Michael Chandler fans trying to watch Bellator back in the day, and it was almost impossible. You could not go back and find old Michael Chandler fights. You couldn't find the events. There was no promotion. Like, when they were on DAZN, it was the hottest mess I've ever seen. The new PFL app is really freaking good. And so I imagine there will be people who just watch through the PFL app, and it's free. So, and I don't know if everything will be streamed there, but the fights will go up there. And so I do think people will still watch. Maybe they won't watch through ESPN though, which might hurt PFL long-term. I don't know. But I think they've set up good infrastructure for people to still be able to watch their fights.
Okay, two things on the ESPN Plus thing. I don't know anyone else. I'm just talking from me. One is, on everything I buy, and this is, I'm super, super lucky in life and very blessed. I say this every day. anything that I buy like that, or Paramount Plus or ESPN Plus, I buy for the year. One, I'm a little frugal, so I know I want it. So instead of spending $15 a month, they're like, hey, here's $100 for the year. I'm like, oh, I save money. I'm buying the year, right? So I do that. I don't know about anyone else. My ESPN Plus ends on May 1st. So I have ESPN Plus. Like, it's not going anywhere until May 1st. For whatever reason, when I first did it was May 1st. So I like, again, for me, I'm just talking for me, I have 4 months to watch the PFL 2 or 3 times a month. And that's what they need to do. That's what we're getting at. If the PFL puts on Brian Battle versus Johnny Eblin, and then Estelo versus Fabian Edwards, Dakota Ditcheva was injured. That January card's awesome. So if Ditcheva comes back in May and it's Ditcheva versus someone, and then keep going, I'd be like, guys, I'm not canceling my ESPN Plus. I need to watch fights. So I think they have a shot.
More, like you said, I think it would hurt them more if they were still under the tournament structure, because there would be nothing to draw people back to ESPN to watch PFL. But if they can build their fan base this way, like, I really think they have the potential to do it. This is very exciting for me for the PFL. I'm pumped for the year.
For sure. There's one thing I definitely want to get into, but like I said, you guys keep asking, so I will keep on going. Who should be next for Gamrot, Al? That's a great question. And then there's another Gamrot thing here.
I feel like I would like to see Gamrot do RAF too.
No,
I know I'm like harping on this, but I'm just saying his wrestling style, take you down, cut you, like score my points, cut you, like that fits really well into RAF. They should just have him and Arman wrestle each other.
L. Dawson. Oh, thank you. That you are right about that. Gamrot's the 6th best UFC lightweight on this planet. Who does he fight in the UFC next? If you had to guess, just because I got someone.
You go first, because I'm going to pull up the rankings and see what I think.
There's a guy that I shouldn't use this word. I'm going to use a different word. There's a guy I despise. And I know I hear that he's a good person, but I'm as loyal as, dude, talking about the devil. What's up, Grant?
I know who he's fighting next.
Man,
I miss and love Grant Dawson. I miss and love Grant Dawson.
About Johnny's fight, because it got announced today, and I was like, a month and a half.
Yeah, long time.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. What's up with you? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. Us, we were talking about that. Us too. I think it was we needed a little break, but I absolutely love you guys. I missed you both immensely. It's been good, man. How's life?
Life is good, man. Life is good. Just lifting and sparring. That's my life right now.
Ooh, lifting. Going to add a little bit of, add the shoulders a little bit. Woof.
I'm just doing biceps. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Makes sense.
Curls only.
Curls for the girls, tries for the guys.
Okay, that's at 54 minutes and 20 seconds. Hold on. That's going up. 50, 40. Oh, man. Classic.
Point.
Do you really know something about it? Says leak it, Grant.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So where I was going before, I did not know that Grant was coming on this very second, which we love. We always love talking to Grant.
I wasn't planning to, but I felt like I have insider information. I wanted to kind of just be like, I know something you guys don't know.
Everybody's like,
you don't have to say anything. The person I want Gamrot to fight next, the person I want Gamrot to absolutely smash next, is one of my mortal enemies in life now. And I know Grant's going to not like this. And Grant says he's a nice guy. Manuel Torres is on my mortal enemy list. Okay. He is. I'm sorry. I want,
Same.
There you go. Thank you, Grant. I want Gamrot versus Torres, and I want Gamrot to smash him. That's my 2 cents. I'm just.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
You're good. Dave, look me in the eye.
Yeah.
It's not Manuel Torres.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I didn't leave. I said it's not him.
Yeah, it's not.
What are you talking about?
Anyway.
Dude, how's the?
On a real note, though, Manuel Torres is a very nice guy.
You said that. I know,
he hit me, and we're getting done. He comes over. He's like, "Hey, good fight." And I was like, "Man, like, dude, you're really good. I hope they give you somebody good, and thank you so much for, thank you so much for taking this and giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate it." And he looked me dead in my eyes and said, "Grant, I don't speak English." And I was like, "All right."
Did you really?
Yeah.
How did you tell me that?
I never heard that story yet. That's awesome.
Me neither.
Well, to be fair, I was pretty bummed that night. So
yeah. We did have some good, and I've tried to explain this game to 9 people, and I'm just probably bad at one explaining, or 2. If you don't know, and then until you play, it's the greatest thing ever. The Liar's Dice. Oh,
it's hard to explain.
Was that your first game?
Yeah, first time ever.
It's so much fun, right?
Oh, it's incredible. Like, we took a vacation in the mountains for 8 days. And the one thing I think I've learned through the most in the 2026, the simplest things in life sometimes are the best. It's just the best. You can just sit on a rocking chair, hot chocolate, looking at the mountains. Life is amazing. Liar's Dice. I try to explain it to people, and they're like, "I don't think that'd be fun." I'm like, "No, it's so much fun. It's so much fun."
And the more people you have, the funner it is. And then, like, the best part is when it's like 2 people left and there's 3 dice on the board, and you're like, okay, I go first. There's 1 6, and I don't have any 6s. So now you have to determine, am I lying?
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. And the strategy is, you can lie, or you can absolutely, sometimes you can tell the truth and then stump them. You like, there's nothing they can do if you tell the truth sometimes too.
Dakota can't say enough good things about Dakota. I've always said, amazing things about Dakota. Extra virgin olive oil is saving herself for him. That's how cool he is. He played an entire game without looking at his dice. Won.
He won, I think, too, didn't he?
I think he won, or he got second. I don't know. Yeah. The entire game.
I won once.
What you roll. No, sorry. It's like 5% what you roll, 95% strategy. And
yeah. It's all strategy. 99% strategy.
How do you call somebody on what they, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
It's like Dakota just says
just random. Based
you're
off
like, you can't
probability.
You're like, well, he doesn't know. So he's not lying. He doesn't know.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I think Grant did. We'll keep it at that. Then they go, thoughts on the whole Renat UFC situation.
Your sources are wrong, Duke.
What did Duke say?
That it's Ziam.
Faris Ziam?
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He is good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Faris Ziam is good.
Renat, and we talked about this earlier. The roster's so big and there's so many guys. We don't know behind the scenes. He might be like, "Hey, you guys got $8 billion. I want $500,000 a fight." We don't know. And, there's agents and there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He wins a lot, but does he move any needle? I don't, it's.
Well, I've actually heard, I don't know if I should say this. I've heard that PFL and the UFC are like, look, we have enough Russian fighters that are undefeated. That's what I've heard. And it's like, if you don't move, and the UFC's kind of put into a bad spot here where it's like, they have to put on good cards now. They have to put on fun fights, which is why I'm wrestling less. No, I'm just kidding. They have to put on good fights if they want to keep this $8 billion company happy, Yeah.
No. Wait a second, Sean. I thought Dave was about to say, what I realized when I was up in the mountains? It's not funny to be up in the mountains and I want to be back in Florida. I did miss Florida. I did, but my point was the simplest things are the best. My favorite moment of each day sometimes is being with my kids at the bus stop and picking them up at the bus stop. Just these little nuanced things. It's the best. Absolute best. By the way, Dylan.
I have a question for you, completely off topic. So this totally random, weird question. Might as well, do it on air. Since we're trying to have a baby here.
Yeah.
I've had guys tell me that, like, when your first kid is born, for the mom, it's like this magical moment where you just bond with this baby. And the dad, it's like, Once he gets a personality, you really start bonding with your kid. And then, like, once they start growing up and you really get, but when you first like hold your newborn baby, you're just like, you're like, okay, I need to make sure this thing doesn't die. And that's about it right now. Is that accurate? I don't have kids. You do.
For me, it's not accurate. And I think Elle, especially in you too, Grant, can double down on this. I am flawed and mess up in every other thing. As a host, as a husband, as a dad as well, but as anything I do, the best thing I do in life is being a dad. It's the best thing I do. It's what I'm best at. When my first son was born, it was a heavenly type of moment. It was euphoric, so excited. It's kind of like it's a bad thing to say, but it's you love this kid. I don't want to say more than your significant other, but there's just this thing of like your significant other, as much as you love, once in a while, it's like, can you put the damn toilet seat up or down? Or can you pull the dishwasher out? Like, there's always real life stuff. As a kid, there's none of that. There's just unsaturated love that goes to that kid. So I didn't have any of that. It was the greatest feelings of my life.
That's incredible. I see. It's weird because I obviously I don't have kids, and I hear these fighters that are like, oh, I have a kid now, everything's different. And I'm like, were you not trying hard before? Like what I don't have kids, so I don't understand, but it's like, like I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because we're getting in that parent mode.
I feel like it's like, we've had this kind of discussion before where it's like, if God forbid you lost your job and we became homeless, it's like, it would suck, but like we would be okay. Once we have a kid that depends on us, it's like, that's not even an option.
Yeah.
Like we're not doing that, like I bet it's that. And we talked to like Terrence McKinney a lot about this when he's been on our show. Like I remember him he was like, having a kid saved my life.
Yeah.
It made me shape up, like I could see that happening to a lot of fighters too.
Yeah.
And with that, and saying this will triple down on it, is my the church I go to now, one of the main reasons why I go to this church, my best friend for 25 years that was his home church. He doesn't go there right now, but his parents still do. His parents went to this church for 50 years, guys. And when we were friends as teenagers, as high school kids, as a high school kid, I was so dumb. I was the class clown. When I was out late at night. I was that guy. I was a sport guy. I was just not the greatest person. And they give me the best compliments. They're like, dude, now you are so like different. I'm so much mature. And why is the kids like, I have to be a better person. I have to be a better provider, a better man, a better person. So yeah, kids will do that to you for sure.
You say that because everything you just said, you still do. Like you're still out late at night driving home from a PFL event. You're still
not to get back to home to the kids.
You're not a class clown, but you're funny and you're witty and you're the energy of the room. So it's like, it's interesting that you say that because I'm over here like, dude, it sounds like teenage you was the exact same as adult you.
I guess I did. I was maybe all those things, but selfishly was all those things. Maybe I was just trying to be funny for a girl. Maybe I was trying to be funny. So being funny, I would go to 7-Eleven and push down the chip thing and then run out and all of our buddies would laugh. Like, that's not cool. Like to do that as you know what I mean? Like, but back then when you're 17, that's funny, So I just, it grows you up. It grows you up. Elle, you reading something super juicy? It seems like it's juicy.
I can't tell yet. I'm still reading it.
Oh, no way. I have no idea.
Apparently somebody asked about it. Apparently there's leaked messages, a leaked conversation between Mick Maynard and some Brazilian manager. I'm reading through them right now. And then I have to confirm that what I'm reading is actually real before I say.
So it's like some bad stuff out there.
I haven't even gotten that far yet. So far, it's a normal conversation.
All right, so we did an hour and 5 minutes, and we'll maybe, if you want, we'll jump a little bit back in the PFL. There's the main topic at hand, and with Grant being in the room, I think we can definitely go with it. I think for the first time ever, and we knew this was coming, this has been way too long of a break for the UFC. They always go away at the end of the year. Always, 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 always. I think they should do a New Year's Eve show. I really do. I think it'll be so unique and different, and fights on New Year's Eve, like, huh?
It would be very unique to do exactly what Ryzen does every year. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm being sassy.
For America, there's no sports on. at 9:00 at night. Like, what is people doing? Like, I don't know. Like, but anyways, my point is this has been way, way too long. I've never seen him go away for this long. Even kind of the socials, and we'll talk about Paramount Plus. What they're doing is awesome. It's just not enough. It feels like this pay-per-view doesn't have the guys. Kayla Harrison's fighting Amanda Nunes in 9 days, 10 days, and it's like, okay, is it kind of? It feels very not promoted as much as I wish it would have.
That's fair. I think the reason for the layoff at least being longer than usual, I don't think is the transition. I'm sure there's so many moving parts.
Also, the Apex, they're redoing the Apex, and I was there for my fight, and it's looking really good. It's like I'm sure they wanted that 6 weeks to just focus on that, you know.
Right.
I hate it. I wish there were fights twice a week, every week for the rest of our lives.
We talked about it earlier. We love this fight, guys. Yeah, I don't know if Grant wants to get into it. Elle and I both did it. Elle had a great point, and I think she's pretty spot on. It's kind of a win-win. It really is a win-win.
Johnny
Eblin, really good fight.
Just to be clear. But Johnny Eblin is winning that fight, just to be clear.
Yeah. Ground and pound. Grant, you have any take on Eblin versus Johnny Battle?
Do I have any take on
Battle?
Greatest middleweight of all time who has only lost one round of his entire career fighting some guy that got kicked out of the UFC?
Okay.
I'm teasing. No. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm what's his name? I'm blanking on his name.
Brian Battle. Such
Sorry.
a cool name.
Brian Battle. Yeah, great name. I'm a little bummed that he got cut. And, you know, as somebody that has missed weight myself, I never want to throw shade at anybody who's missed weight. I think they're a little hard on him. I thought they were a little hard on him, especially at 85. Yeah. You need more guys at 85. And he's a very interesting dude. And I love to see guys that go on to the Ultimate Fighter do well, because everybody's shying away from the Ultimate Fighter because they just want to hold out for the Contender Series, which I totally agree with. That was a fun season of the Ultimate Fighter. He's a fun guy. He's a fun fighter. He's willing to say the things that people don't want to hear, you know? And I really liked him in the UFC, and missed weight a couple of times. I've missed weight a couple of times. There's no shade on that for me. I get it. Cutting weight is hard, and that this sport is hard. And I think the thing that people don't realize is 1 calorie out of place for some people can completely throw off. And it's different every time, because it's like, well, last camp, I was able to have a cheat meal when my neck hurt and my back was out of place. I had a cheat meal on this day, rested, and actually helped me. So I did the exact same thing this camp, and it actually added 2 pounds onto me, you know? So
right.
I do think people need to be a little bit more forgiving with these people, especially people that have never cut weight before. And I know it's easy. Well, it's your job. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I get it, and I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying that if you're an exciting fighter and you're in a weight class that needs the talent, you know, give a guy a chance.
Yeah.
Look, Rumble Johnson missed weight all the time, and now he's, you know, God rest his soul. He everybody loves Rumble Johnson.
Very beloved.
I've never heard anybody say a bad word about him.
Yeah. You know? Good point. This is actually kind of funny. Jake goes, Happy New Year to all. Sorry, I've been watching Dakota on. He put the start. I don't know if he did it on purpose. You're allowed to say Ariel Helwani. It's a really good show. I watch it too once in a while. Yeah, I don't watch it while we're doing the live, but Jake, you could say it. It's okay. There's guys, Pat McAfee's on. There's a lot of stuff on. So anyone that watches or listens, we appreciate it. We appreciate you guys. Yeah. This is a question I can't answer. Is Arman back at ATT? Okay.
This is a really good fight.
Really good fight.
Yeah. I think David Martinez is kind of a dark horse in this division. Like, I know people are starting to notice him now, had his first main event, all that, but he was a dog. Or first main card. What?
Who's David Martinez?
The doctor, the Mexican doctor.
He just
beat knocking people out.
Did he just beat
oh my gosh.
The boxer guy.
We can finally talk about it now.
Why can I not?
Oh, heck
Hey,
yeah.
let's
Let's
go. Yes. We are so pumped about that.
I'm so pumped.
Rob Font. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, there's Font versus Rojas Jr.
His first big main card like spot against Font. Like
Yesterday, Lupi versus Tatiana, King Green versus Selhuber, Verna versus Tabitha Ritchie, Grasso versus Barber, Ige versus Milky Costa. They're starting to. They're getting it out there.
I love Ige. I think that's going to be a fun fight, but I think Malky Costa, I think there was a better fight they could have made, him and David Onama.
ooh,
I think that would have been
That is fun.
great fight.
you know, I think there's more interesting matchups for Malky right now.
I think to be honest, I'd watch Melky fight a paper bag. Like that dude's so fun.
Yeah, but would you rather see him fight a paper bag or a rock?
But Grant, maybe they're both Melky and Onama are younger than Ige. Maybe they're trying to elevate Melky to beat Ige. Maybe they're trying to do one with Onama and then they both go, because Onama just fought in the main event. I feel like they're trying to build a couple and then you put them together. I would say that.
David's coming off a loss. Melky's on a tear.
But I agree, but he's still ranked. I think if you're ranked, that you're coming off
Fair
a loss
game.
goes out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah. Okay.
Aziz is fighting Rufy, who's coming off a loss.
Yeah.
Nobody's complaining about that.
I mean,
That's the co-main, right, guys, of 324. I mean 325.
Sorry?
That's the co-main, right?
for 325, I think so.
So it's not this weekend.
No, that's the next. So 324 is the bigger one, is Gaethje and Patty. But by the way, I am getting a little bit more hyped about that fight. I just am.
Hooker
It's
versus
featured.
Benoit is
The co-main.
Ooh, okay.
Fazeev and Rufy is the feature on
Oh, okay. That's kind of good. I like those three.
that card too.
Say it again.
That Taliesin Teixeira.
Ooh, heavyweight.
He's fighting Tai Tuivasa.
Did you say this card isn't going to be good?
Who?
Did you say this card coming up isn't going to be?
No, I have 324 better than 325. That's all I said. I like 325. But 324 is better.
He versus Pimblett, Kayla Harrison versus
No,
Amanda
he's saying
Nunes.
that one's the best one.
Yeah, that's the next one coming
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
better than
okay.
325.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a great card.
Which is
Keep going down.
Wait to watch Sean O'Malley fight Song Yudong. That's gonna be.
I know. That's in 9-10 days. That's what I mean. I feel like when Sugar Sean O'Malley fights, like months in advance, we have all this stuff. Like I'm not even kidding. We do this. I really kind of forgot he was on that card. I really did. I was there live when they did the walkout. It's just like they've been away for so long. I've just not seen anything.
Yeah. Well, it's
Wild.
also like, where a lot of people are getting rid of their ESPN app because they don't need it anymore. So it's
Right.
like, where do you see the card? And do you really want to like type it into your phone and go check? And honestly, the ESPN app does a good job of like who's next and what's coming up.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And I wonder how that transition will work with Paramount, if they will utilize the app for anything. Because the Paramount app, I guess I've never really looked at the sports section because we don't watch sports on Paramount. So
Sure.
It's like, I wonder how they'll utilize the app for that, or if it'll all be more.
No, so it's funny you said that. Saturday or Sunday, the Bills playoff game play the Jaguars. So I'm watching Paramount Plus, and the Bills won, by the way. All through that football game, they showed Patty and they showed Kayla. They showed back to back. They had a great commercial about 324, 325 back to back weeks. So there was a lot of, if you're watching Paramount Plus, but it's just like you said, it's different. I don't watch a lot of Paramount Plus either. I just don't. There's just not a lot on there that I organically watch.
I do now.
Top Gun. Tom Cruise
The second Top Gun movie was amazing.
was amazing.
And I waited so long to see it because I just wasn't a huge fan of the first one. Great movie. Don't chomp my head off. It's a great movie. It just wasn't my style. And then the second one, my buddy Patrick made me watch it, and it was phenomenal.
It was awesome. Maybe my favorite movie of 2023 or 2024.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome movie. Yeah. So, but life's good for the Dawsons right now. South Florida's good.
Always.
Be a lot nicer if we had another Dawson, but
It would. That would be cool.
a little Dawson.
It's so funny. There, I know another couple that like wants to definitely have a baby, and like I'm gonna try to say this the best way possible, the most political correct. Like Susie and I multiple times, like we weren't trying and just kept on happening, just kept on happening. It's funny how life kind of works sometimes like that. I don't know.
Weird way to say that your kids weren't planned, Dave.
Oh man! All right, too much. Any update on the July card?
Chandler called out Conor McGregor for the 400th time at RAF.
I know.
Is that even like breaking news?
No,
anymore?
at this point, it doesn't matter.
It's June, by the way. It's June. It's not even July. It's June.
You click on it, sure.
Apparently, Grant has beef with Sajikov.
There's some beef there. I think he's a vegetarian.
News to us.
No, I saw him at at our fights, and he was nothing but nice to me. And then we both ended up getting knocked out. So it just took him a lot longer to get knocked out. So yeah, I think we should do that fight. I think that's the fight we do. That's a fun comeback fight. He's a savage. He's got one loss in the UFC. Dude's a stud. Let's do it. I'm in.
I like it. Is there is it trying to say this better? Are you adamant about your team and the UFC be like, guys, I don't want to be on the shelf for that long? Like I want 3. I want 3 fights this year. Like is that something, or is it just more sticking against the wall?
I mean, dude, I keep, saying, hey, God, I'd love $1 million, but it hasn't come yet. So I'm just kind of like, you know what?
Honestly, better chance.
Man plans and the UFC laughs. So
I think you got a better chance of $1 million than 3 fights.
Yeah, I think the Lord dropping a lottery ticket in my lap is more likely than me getting 3 fights in a year. But yeah, I'm going to try. I'd like to get 10 in a year. Do you know how rich I'd be even if I lost them all?
Tony Ferguson he was laughing at us. He's like, guys, I'm making 400 and 400. Even I'm losing, I'm making 400. He lost 6 in a row. He made $2.4 million. He had a great run.
Wow. To be fair, though, how much of that money is going to recover brain cells? Yeah. Sometimes you just need to be done.
Yeah, that last one was bad. All right.
At least he can pay for his medical care.
Yeah, we can't fix the brain.
At the end.
He's still going too. He's actually boxing. He won a couple boxing matches in a row.
Yeah, not that long ago.
He's over here like, winning is actually a lot better than losing.
Who knows?
Grant, I think I know your goals after fighting. We talked about it, but would you ever consider or be like, yeah, I might do that? Like Misfit Boxing or RAF, would you get into another kind of avenue that creates revenue for you for a couple years after UFC fighting's done?
And it depends on how much money I need and the way we spend, probably.
Well,
I'm over here like, oh, these guys doing bare knuckle and RFA or whatever it is. Like what are they doing, man? They're just hurting themselves. And then I lose one fight and I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. They need money.
Yeah. It's wild. Those checks in the mail never stop coming in, they never stop.
I'm very curious, like what the lower threshold at RAF is like, because I know there's definitely some names that are getting paid well through them, but I wonder.
Yeah. I bet you
starting guys are making.
I heard what the main event, like what I heard what Colby Covington made, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I was just like, I'll wrestle Colby Covington for that money.
Wow, really?
I mean, it's not millions or anything like that, but
good money.
Yeah, real good for a wrestling match.
This is a good question.
Genuine question. Do you think your RAF caliber to compete against the wrestlers there?
No. No, I'm on.
There were some really high level.
Yeah,
guys.
You're asking like,
But you would do against Luke Rockhold or Colby Covington or Michael Chandler, right?
I would wrestle all of those guys for money because I'm not going to get hurt. But to be completely honest with you, like, I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't think I beat Michael Chandler in a wrestling match. In a folk style wrestling match, I think I could, but that's his life. Like, and he's this tall. Like, how am I going to get in on the legs? Like, no, those guys.
You know, we had this conversation yesterday, Grant, and can I be pro Grant Dawson on this? Can I be pro Grant Dawson side on this? You're Michael Chandler.
Yeah, I'm sure not. So one of us has to be.
I love you, dude. Michael Chandler is not 33 anymore, guys. He's not. Like, I think he's so older and he's so inactive. It's not like he's older and is fighting every 4 months. And sometimes you can kind of prolong like an older. It seems like he's so inactive. He's aging faster than
I have to clear up. I would smash him in an MMA, like grappling. MMA grappling, I will take him down, beat his face in, and smash him. I'm talking wrestling shoes, freestyle rules. I've never wrestled freestyle in my life. I don't think I beat Chad Mendes in a wrestling match, any wrestling match. I don't. Chad Mendes is such a good wrestler. Like, he is so explosive, so short to the ground. He's wrestled his whole life. They've wrestled way higher level than me. And Chad Mendes beat him fair and square.
Can I expand on the question? Yeah. So you were talking about like Kyle Dake, this Russian guy. What about this freaking influencer, the guy who was in the first match with the nose ring? You beat that
guy. The black dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, he's never wrestled, so.
I mean, then I got a leg up.
You got a leg up.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely wrestle these guys because I don't care. If you beat me in a wrestling match, like, my pride's hurt a little bit, but I didn't lose any brain cells. Like, I'm fine with it. But you got to realize that it is different. Wrestling shoes, like, I do fine with these guys. Like, I do fine with Arman in the training room. I do fine with with Gamrot in the training room because they take me down and I expose my back and scramble back to my feet. And we're in freestyle, you cannot scramble. Like, if you've got my back and I do a Granby roll, you get 4 points.
You get back.
You know, like, so Chad Mendes takes me, Chad Mendes, Michael Chandler get one takedown on me. They're up 2-0. And now it's like, what do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to? The answer to this is Gamrot. Gamrot would do well in RAF.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great
and he's great for that style of wrestling too. Like, score a point, cut you. Like,
but it's different sport. It's like, I love Dustin Poirier. He's not beating, Canelo Alvarez in a boxing match. And
no, of course not. Of course not.
I'm not.
It's a different sport.
But Canelo Alvarez. No kicking, no wrestling, does not win with, 4-ounce gloves on against a Dustin. It's a different sport. I don't want to be the best wrestler in the world. I want to be the best MMA fighter in the world.
Yeah. I saw a nice
mash it. No, I'm just kidding.
I saw a post earlier about like, man, first year in, our adult lifetime that we go into an MMA, a UFC year with no Dustin Poirier. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Way to be a downer.
Yeah.
Just saw the post.
That's not entirely true. He'll be on the desk this year, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I think there's talks of him doing some kind of grappling thing. I saw that out there. I think he'll do something. The worst thing, I honestly think we'll see him box. I really do. I think he'll box someone under the Zuffa umbrella. I do think that he'll do that in this year, next year.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I just like. I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. It's just like, why? If you want
$500,000,
you think that man needs any money? That man could give me $500,000 every month for the rest of my life and still be fine. Like, he's earned every penny. He deserves more, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you have the itch to compete again,
like,
just be like, the UFC will give him somebody. The UFC will be like, oh, you Faris Ziam or not? You want to fight one of these guys that's not going to hump your leg? Like, they'll do it.
The only thing I will say to that, and your point's not off or not, it's not a bad point at all. Sometimes the story or the ending was such a, and I know he lost and I know that, but like, it was great. New Orleans, the cheers, the family, all that, like,
God,
why reopen it? Like it's perfect. If he boxes is not something new. Like I wish people could stay like, hey, I am done. It's done, you know?
Could you imagine if he had gotten that guillotine?
Oh my goodness.
They'd be making movies about him.
How about against Islam? Dude, that fight was so good.
It was such a close fight.
If I remember correctly, I had it 2-2 going into the
did.
fifth, and another judge agreed with me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then the other was 3-1. So it wasn't, there was no 4-0s. No 4-0s.
yeah,
No, it was a close fight.
Good fight.
if he had shaved his legs, he would have won.
Might have.
Because he always gives me shit because I shave my legs because it makes it harder to hold me down and harder to wrestle me. And then it makes it easier for me to wrestle because I can slip my legs in there. And everybody always makes fun of me for it. And then a couple of the guys like tried it and they're like, yeah, I'm shaving my legs for every single fight. Like people can't hold me down. I slip my leg out, everything. I told him, I was like, hey, shave your legs. And he said, I'd rather lose like a man. I was like, all right.
I love it.
Apparently, I thought there was some tension. Duke be making up some sources.
I know, dude.
I'm down.
Duke is just, he's trying to create a fight. Grant wants the fight. He does.
What's he gonna do? Try to hit me harder than if we like whatever, man. I don't got beef with anybody, but if they want it, they can get it. Let's do it. I'll hump his leg.
All right. Hey, do you want to talk about or say anything about what you're doing a little bit, Grant, or not really? Not right now.
Are you talking about
What you're doing?
Yeah.
what I'm doing today?
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to fill the time.
No, we don't. We can go off. We don't need to fill anything. I'm just asking if you want. It's your show, brother. You're on. Whatever you want.
Not my show. It's actually what his show.
All right.
But whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want.
No, we don't. We don't.
Let's do it. I want to talk some shit.
What?
Dave, will you be in Dubai for PFL? No.
No, Dakota's not on the card, so
It was talked about. It was something we will. We talked about earlier. I think we are definitely at Pittsburgh. We're definitely at Pittsburgh. And there's another one. Did they announce it yet? I don't think they. I think I'm definitely going to Chicago as well. Chicago and Pittsburgh.
yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, I'm excited. But cool. Well, Dakota Bush announced just a couple minutes ago signing with the PFL. Hopefully, we'll see him in a American city near you soon. Hopefully,
You
we can
will.
play some more Liar's Dice.
There will be.
I'm
live
so
stage.
pumped for
Dude,
him to be
the
signed.
PFL doesn't understand what they have.
No,
Like
they don't.
I'm not going to say who. They put him against somebody that I know they think is going to beat Dakota, and Dakota is going to mollywop this guy. Like,
Wow.
absolutely run through him. And they're going to be like, wow, we have some gold here. Like, they struck gold. Dakota Bush is one of the best fighters in the world.
I love it.
There's
He's
a
definitely the best
reason-
fighters not in the UFC right now, other than maybe Usman.
It might be a little bit of like OAM-ish, Remember, like OAM had a 2-year run in the PFL. Like he went like 9-1. Yeah.
Did
I
he?
feel like Dakota's gonna do that.
Did
he
OAM?
lose?
I don't think
I don't
OAM
know if he
ever
ever
lost.
lost in PFL.
I think he
I
beat
thought he
everybody.
lost in the finals of the second year. I thought
No,
he beat everybody.
He won the tournament like years.
he
in a
won
row.
back-to-back years.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he took his money and
He's
bounced.
like, I just made $4 million. Peace, PFL.
Right? Here, hang on. Let me look him up. Let me make sure I'm right. But yeah, I don't think he lost in the
I don't think
PFL.
he did either.
He only lost to really good guys in the UFC.
No,
10
he's
and
a
0
good
in
10-0
PFL.
in PFL.
And his losses in the UFC
We're
were
studs.
one guy I don't know, Diego Fajeda in 2016.
Beat him.
He was still very young at
That
that
was back
point.
when I was good.
Alex Hernandez, Gilbert Burns, and Arman Sarukian were his only losses in the UFC.
That's pretty good.
Pretty darn
Pretty good.
solid.
He's retired now, right?
I would imagine so. He's a millionaire.
Yeah. Some
Good
good
for him.
guys in PFL too.
Good
Nathan,
for him.
Rarouche.
Awesome. Well, first show back, guys. No G was on the show. She was busy. She will be on next week's show for sure. She's excited. She was excited to be back.
Oh.
I'll
Oh.
tell you off air, El. I'll tell you off air.
Ooh, fight news?
Huh?
Does she have fight news?
She's fighting March 14th. against Limoges. No, not Limoges. The girl who she's supposed to. Who's
No,
no, it's Limoges.
no, Lucindo or Lemos?
Oh, no, Vicindo.
Lucindo?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, you made up a name there for a second.
I'm my fault. I was looking.
If you could fight one fighter that's not champion, anyone, who would it be? Can't say McGregor either. Who is the worst fighter in the lightweight division? That guy. That's who I would fight.
No, it is Limoges. I'm sorry. I knew it was Limoges. Limoges.
It is. I've been off socials, so I'm not liable for not knowing anything right now.
She really has been off social media.
It's been
Did
nice.
you guys see this one?
Mental health is all better. Like, grow up.
Right.
Does Dakota beat Usman or Paul Hughes?
He definitely beats Paul Hughes.
Usman's a tough fight. He's good. You
Here's
ready for this one?
our plan.
No,
Our
no.
plan is for him to fight as many easy fights as possible until he's making $1 million. Then he fights Usman.
No, you're right. I even have a better one, and I think this is not being funny. This is, I honestly think it's going to happen. Dakota's going to win 5 in a row, and by that time, Usman has 2 more fights in the PFL. Usman will be in the UFC. I'm just letting you know.
They don't need any more Russian.
Yeah, especially the good
Telling
ones.
you that he wants to be there, and he's
Yeah,
pretty
we don't want him.
I
There's already a bunch of
don't
tough
know.
dudes in
I
that
don't know
division.
that it does the UFC any favors to sign him either. Like they had their. I feel like they have guys that people are getting excited about that aren't Dagestanis anymore.
Yeah,
Like people are way more excited
Like,
about Ilya Taporia
yeah.
than they
And-
are
and
about the
even-
new.
Even like, look, I'm just asking, who would you rather have as a champion? You can only have one, Paddy Pimblett or Usman. Like, I'd rather have Paddy as our champion, dude. He talks well. He's funny.
English.
He gets out there. He speaks English, kind of. He comes out there and he throws down. And Usman, phenomenal fighter, exciting fighter. But dude, I don't want another fucking yes, brother. Like, dude, just get rid of him, man.
I mean, apparently Usman was on Junkie, said he has 2 fights left. This was a month ago. He has 2 fights left on his deal, and he is open to re-signing, is what Junkie said. So
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
USADA's not in PFL anymore, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll resign.
stay.
Why
I
not?"
love it. I love it. Guys, this isn't even a question. I'm not trying to be like this. Robelis is great in karate combat. He had even Sam Alvey had some strikes on him. I don't know why we despise. We had this last, when we had it. Cyril Gahn is he's one of the great heavyweight strikers in the last 5-8 years. He is awesome. Maybe we don't love him. Maybe, he's poking people's eyes. I don't know. There's like a weird thing with Cyril Gahn. It's like a little Bilal Muhammad-ish. I don't know what to say. Cyril Gahn smashes Robelis 99 out of 100 in a row.
Yeah, I
close.
don't like Cyril Gahn. I don't like Cyril.
Yeah.
I have no reservations about this.
Well, I feel like Cyril Gahn, the reason why people dislike him is because he's a lot like Yoel Romero, where if you make him fight you, he's one of the most exciting guys in the heavyweight division. But if you don't make him fight you, he's one of the most boring. If you watch his fight with who's the heavyweight?
Tai Tuivasa.
How did you know that's who I was talking about? Tai Tuivasa. That fight was amazing because Tuivasa was making him fight. And when you make him fight, he's incredible. I thought he looked phenomenal against Tom Aspinall. Thought he looked great against Tom Aspinall. I was literally so excited because I was like, dude, we've got to fight now. Like, let's see if Tom Aspinall is as good as people think he is. Then he got poked in the eye. And for sure, I think Tom did the right thing, but and I have less sympathy for most people because I'm 23-3 and I've poked people in the eye 0 times. I've hit people in the nuts 0 times. I've grabbed the cage 0 times. Like, a fight has never been stopped because of something I did. I don't think not throwing illegal strikes is as hard as people think it is.
All right, we're doing just one, and then we are leaving, guys. We're doing one. It's a 2022 pack, Donruss UFC cards. Grant Dawson did the Tai Tuivasa thing, and that's it. I just want more of it. Here we go. 1 pack.
All right.
Here we go.
Is this both of us? Is it like who can get it first?
Yeah, let's do that.
have a weird thing.
We have a link.
Wait,
John Jones.
Oh my god, it's so close actually. Heavyweight.
Tom Aspinall.
Derek Lewis. Yeah.
Hey, nice.
You said close, and I was like, he's either racist or he means somebody that's really good.
Golden Globes.
What?
Golden Globes.
Oh, Dern or Ortega?
Ortega. That was my guess.
I thought you said-
Man, I believe he was a number 1 contender in the light heavyweight division once or twice. He tore his ACL in a fight that he was winning.
ACL in a fight that he was.
Striker,
Who tore their ACL?
light heavyweight,
Thiago Santos.
close in that. So close.
Dominic Reyes.
Nope.
Oh, he didn't tear his ACL.
Yeah.
Who else tore their ACL? Thiago Santos tore his entire knee.
Did he tear his ACL against Khalil Roundtree?
What fight? I thought it was Yuri. Like he was beating someone we didn't think he was going to beat and tore his ACL. Yes.
Oh, good. Nice. Who was he fighting?
Who was he fighting that he
Was it Jan or was it Yuri or was it?
No, Yuri knocked him out.
Yeah. Was it Jan Blachowicz?
Maybe.
Oh,
We talked about him earlier on the show. A featherweight that was just on Fight Bananas.
Arnold Allen. You should watch our show more.
Dude, it was a good interview. I'm not the most Arnold Allen guy. He was great. Let's see where we're at. This is a Van Auken Dawson, the 3rd greatest female fighter of all time.
Weili Zhang.
So close.
Valentina.
This person just smashed Weili.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow.
She's 3rd now.
Who do you got? Because I was thinking Amanda, Valentina, Weili Zhang. Just because Kayla hasn't, I thought maybe you put them ahead because Kayla hasn't defended her title as much as these other girls. The only reason I was like,
I just don't have Valentina 2nd. I don't know is it Joanna? Is it Rhonda? I don't know. There's like 5 girls I feel like I can put up there, but Valentina's not further than 3rd or 4th. She's just not. She's great.
oh, for sure. No, for sure.
One of the most intelligent bantamweight fighters in UFC history.
Mario Batista.
Intelligent.
More intelligent than him.
Corey Sandhagen?
More intelligent than him. Retired now.
Dominic Cruz.
Good one. Good one.
This is a cool card. You just said she's the 4th best female fighter.
Oh, that's cool.
That is a cool.
It's like the Captain Crunch.
I was just gonna say that. It looks just like Captain Crunch. Sorry to be the yellow.
So this is a cool card. This is an insert, I think. The most popular UFC fighter in history.
Conor
McGregor.
Oh my goodness. Jillian is number 1. You guys are right. That's my list. That's not the Dawson's list. That's my list. This is a fighter comes up all the time. He's a lightweight, got in the UFC too early, but is having a good run now.
Chase Hooper.
Boom.
Nice.
L. Dawson.
Nice. My
All
brain.
right, we got a couple more.
Wait, so I was like, light heavyweight. That's
one half of the RAF main event.
Colby Covington or Luke Rockhold.
Luke Rockhold.
Nailed it. We're not going to do her. This one is too hard. There's only one left. One left. It's 2022. UFC heavyweight legend.
It's 2022.
John Jones?
Nope.
Heavyweight 2022. Stipe Miocic.
Close. More legendary than him.
Daniel Cormier.
Nope. Like
Zingano.
So he was older in 2022.
Alexi
Velasquez.
Olnick. Oh. What happened?
We'll never know.
Oh,
Tune in
no.
next week to find out who it was.
What
Oh, my
just
goodness.
happened?
He left us like Chael Sonnen. Left us too soon. Oh my goodness.
I think I have to add him.
Did I just leave?
Yeah, I
That
put
was
a cliffhanger to
That was the funniest thing ever. I felt like Chael Sonnen.
Tune it.
That's
what I said.
That's my guy. That's my buddy right there. Who did you guys guess?
I said we said Francis Ngannou, and then you said he's old in 2022.
Yeah.
Alexei Olenek.
Cool.
He was old in 2010. Andre. Oh my gosh, Andre Arlovski.
Yeah, a legend. Legendary. All right, that's it. That was fun. Dude, that was a cliffhanger. Is he not a legend?
I just saw him beat up 2 YouTubers
while holding his phone in his
I
hand.
was there too, by the way. I literally saw it live.
Was Dave the YouTuber?
And I don't know why I'm in the media, and I'm one of the 90 people took out their camera and taped it and went million of views. I'm like, oh my goodness, Arlovski's fighting someone. I'm an idiot. I'm just not that.
No.
You need to get the glasses that record stuff for you, and just anytime something happens, you just
Good point.
that way you can watch.
So I recorded it. I showed it to you guys. I recorded Jake Paul getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua. I was just lucky enough to have that moment. We posted it. It's got over 10 million views on our socials. On Facebook alone, it's made thousands of dollars. Literally thousands of dollars on one video.
I can't wait till Jake Paul fights again.
I know.
Honestly,
I'm Jake Paul's biggest fan now.
You guys rocked it on REF. I sent those 2 videos went out. It's like 50,000 views. Just those 2.
Dave, I'm telling you, it was such a cool event. Like
I'll go to the next one if you guys.
They really leaned into like almost like a WWE style, like where it's very family friendly, and you can tell like their market is the kids.
Yeah,
and the kids freaking loved it.
Yeah,
like it was
all
really
the kids,
cool.
Like all the kids and Dalton were taking their shirts off. It was crazy.
they did like a flex cam, and like all the little
Did Dalton really take off his shirt? I want to know right now.
He took his shirt off.
To be fair to Dalton, Cody Durden did tell me that Dalton wasn't going to do that, and Cody was egging him on. And he was like, you won't do it. You won't do it. He's like, all right, fine. And to be honest, if I looked like Dalton, I wouldn't know what a shirt is. Dude,
it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It's 2026 and we are back. We love every single one of you. We appreciate you. Next week we'll have some guests. G will be on at 2. We'll get a guest or 2. Next week UFC's back. 324. We'll go more all in with Patty and Gaethje. Kayla versus Amanda. Sugar Sean versus Yadong Song. Pierre also got
that is such a great fight too, because if Sean wins, he could get another title shot.
He's fighting Peter. If he wins, he's fighting Jan at the White House.
Oh,
100%.
That's
Jan sits out. He's like, just waits for him.
Yeah.
Just waits.
I love it. And I want to see that more than I want to see him fight Merab again. And I loved that fight.
Me too. It's funny. Me too. I would put $5,000 on Peter Yan defeating Sugar Sean O'Malley in the rematch.
I wouldn't, because I'm not allowed to bet, but
he looked phenomenal.
Dude, so good. So good.
He looked unbeatable.
He did.
The only problem is I think Umar still beats him.
Umar looks pretty unbeatable too.
Umar is just too good, man.
Well, but I think the next time, I appreciate it. I love it. Split decision. Appreciate you. I think next time, Grant will have some fun, cool news next week or the week after. So we'll talk about that then.
We'll see.
All right. You guys are the best. We'll see you next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Cheers.